Hey guys, this is your boy Marcus, and welcome back to Become a Legend, episode number 23, which is the World Cup, FIFA World Cup. But as you can see, like I said, I think it was 3 or 4 episodes ago, why are we playing in Royal London Stadium if it's meant to be a Brazil World Cup? It doesn't really matter, because yeah, Scotland versus Brazil is the first goddamn match, and playing for Scotland is going to be very difficult because Scotland aren't particularly that good. So when I get better, of course I will be able to lead the line and be like a proper beast, but at the current moment that's not going to happen. So Brazil, in the 11th minute of the match here, I actually get away from David Luiz, get a nice shot away, and they're running. Felipe gets it. I really should score there, but really poor shot from me, and Julio Cesar saves it. But from a corner kick in the 19th minute here, I nearly get my head on it. It gets headed back to, I don't remember who. Someone clears it. I think it's Felipe clears it. And look at this for a little bit of pass and play through to Charlie Mulgrew, and he actually scores. Holy crap! Charlie Mulgrew has scored. Scotland lead Brazil 1-0. I mean, bloody hell. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're actually beating the best team in the world, one of the best teams in the world. But in the 23rd minute here, I was like, I was really up for this game, so play a nice through ball through. I think it's to Matt Phillips, who hits it back to me, and I get sweaty and I score. And I was just like, holy crap, we're winning 2-0 against Brazil. And I was just like, okay, this is great, this is some good play. But in our group, we actually have Holland and South Korea. So I think it's South Korea. It is South Korea because North Korea aren't in the game. But there, we really should be scoring that. It's so unfortunate. And again, my header is offside, so it wouldn't have counted if it had gone in anyway. But in the 42nd minute here, I think it's Grant Hanley. Gives the ball straight to Alexandra Pato. He just runs for own goal and pops it past Marshall. And I was just like, oh god, like please just hold out. Don't give it up. Don't give it the lead. If we could beat Brazil, I mean, that would be insane. But I mean, like, I wasn't expecting much from this. I was expecting just the best of what I could expect. So at half time, it's 2-1 to Scotland. I was like, okay, you've had 8 shots, 5 on target. They've had 2 for 2. And then suddenly in the 60th minute, the manager changed the formation, put basically 4 at the back, 3 in midfield, no, 2 in midfield and 1 up front. And I was like, oh god, and Robinho got through, he hit the post. And for some reason they were playing me defensive midfielder, but it was, they ended up pushing me forward instead when they brought on Charlie Adam in the 80th minute, like as you just saw. But then in the 83rd minute here, Pato goes through on goal. Good shot, a really poor save, straight to Robinho's feet, who pops it into the back of the net. And I was just like, oh no. So in the like 84th minute, I got refereed, substituted for Halliday. And I was just like, oh god, please don't concede again, And we actually drew with Brazil, of all teams. So we drew with Brazil 2-2. And I was just like, okay, let's see the stats. We actually dominated them. As you can see, 13 shots, 9 on target. If we had a better keeper, we would have won. That's sort of saying something. A man of the match was moi. So, of that, I had 6 shots, 5 on target, 14 passes, 10 made, 83 minutes on the pitch, 169 metres dribbled. So in another match, Netherlands beat South Korea 2-0, and we would have to face up against Netherlands. Now, if we'd faced up against South Korea, we actually might have had a chance to get past this group. But Netherlands, very difficult team. They don't actually have Van Persie, which is really weird. It's like he just doesn't really play well in PES. It's really awkward. But Netherlands, we played it, and I think it was basically their home stadium. I think it's basically the fake Amsterdam Arena, because it doesn't actually exist in the game. But I mean, 45th minute on the clock, and I get the ball here, and I'm just like, please, I want to go through, I want to score. And I should have sweated it earlier. I sweated it a bit too late. They clear it, and the referee blows whistle. So at half time, it's 0-0, and I'm just like, okay, this is getting a bit more pressure on the team. We can still win this, but it's a bit more pressure. I mean, they had 5 shots, 2 on target. We had 2 for 2. I mean, we were not playing the best football. It seems after our high against Brazil, we just weren't going to get anywhere. So in the 46th minute here, the guy, I think it's Mackie, passes it straight to me. I pass it to Scott Brown, and Brown actually scores. And I was like, oh god, like really? Like really, Scotland are going to beat Netherlands and qualify for the World Cup? Like that would be some insane sort of crap to happen. No, we've already qualified for it, they get to the knockout stages, but no. In the 53rd minute here, Kite plays through Affley, and Affley pops. Not Affley, sorry, it's Jonathan de Guzman, my Swansea teammate. He scores against me, and I was just like, oh god, please just hold out, please. And in the 75th minute, cross it in. It gets cleared out to Afly, and Afly scores, and the keeper should be saving that. And I was just like, oh no, we've lost this game, because I basically had not been playing well, and we just weren't going to win. So I was just like, okay, I basically had just admitted defeat. In the 81st minute here, look at this for a goal. Jonathan de Guzman passes it back to Van der Veer, who crosses it in, and Huntelaar scores an overhead kick. Really? So I was just like, god damn it. So we lost 3-1, and I was just like, oh god. I mean, they did deserve to win. They had 10 shots, 5 on target, compared to the 5 and 3 on target from Scotland. Man of the match was Shars, which quite cool. I mean, I only had 2 shots, 1 on target. I was actually quite poor in that game there. I did have 14 passes and I made 173 meters dribbled, but I was very poor. So on the other match, Brazil beat South Korea 1-0, and I was like, okay, if we beat South Korea and somehow Brazil get beat by Netherlands, we might go through if we score more than 3 goals. So I was just like, okay, this is going to be mission impossible. So comes up, South Korea, not a very difficult team, not easy, but they're not too difficult. But you know what I was hoping for? I was just hoping for the score a hat-trick in the World Cup, because that's what every player hopes for in his career, to at least win some games with his national team and score goals for them. And that's what I'd wanted. I think I wanted this from ages ago. I wanted to score a hat-trick for Scotland. I mean, I'd already scored 5, but I mean, in the 35th minute, there, a nice header from me, and an absolute beast header from a Charlie Adam corner kick, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, scoring from a corner is already difficult enough in PES. Scoring from a corner in a bloody Become a Legend is even more difficult. So scoring from a corner, 1-0 at half time, 4 shots, 3 on target from me, and we were just like, okay, 45th minute here, James Morrison gets fouled, and I was just like, okay, 46 minutes. Charlie Adam takes his free kick, hoping for a good free kick, eh? So let's see what happens. So Charlie Adam just casually standing with the ball. I just make a little run forward, and look at that for a header. Look at that for a header. Nice little flick with the back of my head into the back of the net, and I actually do the goddamn Balotelli celebration. It's like, why always me? It is literally why always me, because I always score for Scotland now. It's just like no one else scores. So why always me? 52nd minute here. They play through. They get a ball through. And the keeper, I think the keeper's changed, so he just turned absolutely crap and he scored, and I was like, what? I was like, oh god, that puts more pressure on someone to win this game. 70th minute, I get played for on goal, and I was like, come on, okay, let's get my hat trick, and yeah, hit it off the inside of the near post and pop it into the back of the net, and I was like, 3-1 Scotland, we won the game. I mean, if we don't qualify, oh well. I mean, I was a bit bothered, but I was like, well, there's always going to be another World Cup. So then, in the 89th minute here, I get a yellow card. I thought it was a red, and I was like, no, I don't want a red card. But I got a yellow card. I was very unfortunate. I was like, well, I don't want to be sent off from my country. Not yet. I mean, that can come later on in my career. But with that, I was like, oh god, has it worked? We qualified? And no, we haven't. But we got knocked out of the World Cup at the group stages. And like the commentator was like, oh, so disappointed in the team. They're all so disappointed. It's like, for bloody Scotland, we shouldn't be in the World Cup. I mean, that cameraman deserved a punch. He was too close. He was in my personal space. But after 11 shots, 9 on target, we beat South Korea. I'm not saying something. At least we beat South Korea. And man of the match was, of course, me with a 7.5 rating. I had all 11 shots, 9 on target. I mean, I was like the Van Persie of like Arsenal for Scotland. It was insane. I mean, like, I literally, if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have won any of the games. So I was happy about it, and I was just like, well, I scored 3 goals and assisted 2. Not too bad. Well, I scored 4 goals actually. But Argentina and Spain went through from Group 1. Ivory Coast and Montenegro went out. Portugal and Chile went through, and Greece unfortunately went out on goal difference, and Iran got 0 points. Russia and Czech Republic went through. Algeria and Costa Rica went out. England and Nigeria went through. Romania and like bloody hell, United States got knocked out. Brazil and Netherlands went through. Scotland and South Korea knocked out. But Scotland, good enough job for me in my opinion. Paraguay and Belgium went through, and somehow Switzerland got knocked out. I don't know how that works. And Qatar got 0 points. There are some shocks, if I can remember this correctly. France and Japan went through. Colombia and Turkey went out. Turkey going out was quite big, as well as Colombia. But there, Italy and Ireland got through to the World Cup. knockout stage, and I was like, holy crap. But Swansea City made it clear they want to hold on to me, and they're often decent money, but inclined to hold it for something better, and I just got to accept, well, I've got to make a final decision. I have a 74 overall now, got attack of 78, explosive power of 82, and look at this contract, 382,000. Oh, that's a lot of money. It's actually it's more than double what I already get. I get like 100 odd. Okay, 382, that's insane. So I was like, I'll happily take that, thank you very much. So I'll just take it. I signed a contract with the club, and Swansea City have shown faith in me, hardly. But Spain actually went on and won the World Cup. Brazil actually got the 3rd place, and Spain beat Argentina in the final. So England got to the quarters, they got beat by Spain. Brazil, of course, got to the semis and got beat by Argentina. And where Ireland got knocked out in the first knockout stage against France 3-2, but fair enough. At least they tried their best. That's what really only matters. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.